Hello everyone, I'm Caroline Rohde. Welcome to In Depth with Tommy Media, a show that explores campus issues that affect you. St. Thomas will benefit for years to come from last year's Opening Doors Capital campaign that raised more than $500 million. St. Thomas alumni donated over $200 million to the campaign. While that is a large amount, when you compare annual alumni giving among MIAC schools, St. Thomas has one of the lowest participation rates at 19%. Today we'll find out what this says about our alumni and current Tommies. I'm joined today by St. Thomas graduate and Senior Gift Officer John Bannigan. Welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
So as I said before, 19% of St. Thomas alumni donate to the university, but other MIAC colleges like Carleton and McAllister have participation rates of roughly 49 and 38%. Why is there such a difference?
It's something I've been trying to figure out myself, Caroline, for about 15 years in development. That's why I have all this gray hair now in my head. I've talked to those schools and asked them, maybe they could share some secrets about how they've gotten such high alumni participation. And really have just found that we're not really doing anything that they aren't doing either. I think the biggest thing is there's a sort of a tradition that is at those schools that their alumni they're almost taught they have to give back right before they graduate. And so that probably is the biggest thing that I'm seeing right now is we just have to kind of build the culture with our younger alumni and even the students that are here at St. Thomas before they graduate that this is something that's sort of an expectation, and I think that'll help us move the participation rate up.
Mm-hmm. Great. So you've been working with St. Thomas Development for 15 years, specifically with the annual fund and the phone center. What are some of the common characteristics? I know you spoke on this just a little bit, but can you expand on some of the common characteristics between universities with high alumni donation rates?
Well, the ones in the MIC in particular, are a little bit smaller. So I think it's again, it's a little bit easier for them to get a message out about being more philanthropic in their giving as alumni. So they can talk to the students while they're there. It's a lot easier for them to gather a whole class, say for instance at Carleton, and talk to them about that, which they do. But we do it, they all do a phone center, they all do mail campaigns, they all do email campaigns, and so does St. Thomas. And I think we're just trying to find what message it is that would resonate with our alumni, and maybe make a little bit better, compelling case to our alumni that is very important to give back to St. Thomas.
So what are the ways St. Thomas is trying to improve this percentage?
Well, we have a student legacy program here at St. Thomas where it's students, current students are kind of working with members of our staff in development and just talking to them about the purpose of philanthropy, what it does in the community as well as what it does at St. Thomas. So we, for St. Thomas, we try to tell them that a lot of the scholarships that students receive come from alumni donations. And we also tell them about our operation, like what does development do, and why after you graduate would someone be calling you from St. Thomas asking you for a gift. So we're trying to do a little bit more education before the students graduate, let them know that this is something that we hope that they will participate in. Once you're out, we do the regular standard solicitations, like I said, the mail, the email, and the phone call. And I feel pretty comfortable that we have everything, we're doing all the right mechanics. Now we just have to kind of fine tune those mechanics and see what it is, like I said, that kind of resonates best with our alumni and see if we can start building up that alumni participation rate.
Okay, great. And final question for you, John. Student Alumni Council works each year on the senior class gift. How do you think this sets the tone for Tommies after they march through the arches?
Well, I hope they feel pride, first of all, in what they've accomplished with their gift. And we actually have a very strong senior class gift program. I do talk to the other MIC schools, and we have one of the better senior class gift programs in terms of the amount of money that we raise, and the participation that we have from our seniors is really very, very good. So I think if we can continue to tell them that they, the next year that they or after they've graduated, if we can say to them, look, your class accomplished something really fantastic. Now we would like to see your class continue to do that, have this high participation rate. I think last year's senior class had like a 60% participation rate. If we can kind of get those classes to maintain that momentum, and continue giving at that level or that rate. Doesn't have to be how much they raise, it's just the number of participants. If they can continue to do that, it's really going to make a big difference for the university, and we will, if they can continue to give at that rate, we will get that participation rate up.
Great. Well, thanks again, and we look forward to seeing what the participation rate looks like in the future.
So will I.
If you have a question about this show or an idea for an upcoming segment, tweet it to @TommyMedia. Thank you for joining us. With John Bannigan, I'm Caroline Rohde. We'll see you next time when we go in depth with Tommy Media.